What's going on out there, good people? This is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, coming at you today with another daily trade review. Today we're going to be reviewing trades taken on March 24th, 2022. Today was a so-so day in the market. In the morning, we finished fairly flat. I think we might have been up $5, $10 or something like that. And then we came back in the afternoon, sat back down at the desk, and we saw the SPY making a move. And we ended up taking a trade on that, and that helped us today. The SPY is what we ended up making money on. So without any further delay, let's go ahead, pull up our thumbnail watch list. We'll take a look and see what we were watching, or looking at, I should say. And we will be on our way. So today we had our usual five, as well as the market. And then we were looking at Tesla. And we didn't just look at Tesla, we actually took a trade on Tesla. And we got burned on Tesla. We got burned pretty bad on Tesla, to the point where I don't think I will ever trade Tesla again. But look at what the market did today. And one thing, my trading plan and my trading setup, my trading rig is ever evolving. And if you look at the charts today, you will see that they do not have the, they don't have the after hours and pre-market turned on. They don't have the extended hours on it. For me in the mornings, I really don't need to see extendeds on my thumbnail watch list. I just need to see right when the market opens so I can see how that first candle is forming. I do have extended turned on my 5-minute when I'm looking at my trading setup, just so that I can see if something may be about to break out. Maybe there's a breakout about to happen. Maybe there is a pullback that's going on, to where I can get into a buy setup as soon as the market opens. But I don't really need to see that on my thumbnail watch list, so I removed those off of all of it. But as you can see, pretty much everything just ripped today. We see Microsoft $6. We see Apple was $4. AMD. Now, one that's not on here that I need to go ahead and put on here is NVDA, because I do watch that one from time to time. But look at the move that one made. I was down here at 156. It got all the way up to 182. Crazy move on NVDA today. So we did not really get to take advantage of those moves. Most of the trades that we took, you're probably going to shake your head at, because I'm probably going to be shaking mine at it as well. Let's go ahead, pull up TraderView. Look at the particulars. Again, March 24th, we took 5 trades today. Closed P and L, $57. But look at the last trade that we took, was the SPY. That was $50 of that 57. So like I said, we would have finished just up a few dollars had we not sat back down and saw what we saw. But we took trades on Apple off the open, and then the SPY is what we came back and sat down on. So let's go ahead, pull up the charts, and we will get to seeing what we were seeing. All right, so we got Apple pulled up, but we're looking at what we use in the morning to find ideas. So let's change that to the flexible grid. We got Apple set up how we want it. Candles nice and big. So let's get reviewing. First trade that we took today was a call Actually, I do want, let me check one thing real quick, if you don't mind. I'm gonna come here. I just want to see on the hourly how this was looking. So we see that Apple is clearly still in an uptrend on the hourly, on the smaller time frame. And it's actually flipping over to almost, it's kind of curling right here on the 4 hour, which is our longer time frame. And look down here, the 20, or this is the 50, the 20 and the 200 are coming back up to an uptrend. So market might be done correcting. We'll have to see if this thing can pull back and hold. If it can pull back and hold, we might be changing. But let's get back to the business at hand. First trade of the day was a call, so we were playing what the market was doing. We took this trade at 940, so let's see where we were getting in at. 940, that's that candle. Wow. We getting in where last week we were playing puts to come back down to the VWAP. We were playing a call here though. And we got in at 940. We paid 125 for this call. One call. And we got out at 950. Bam. We got out on basically how we have been playing puts. Playing it back down to the VWAP. Ugly. And we lost $22 on that trade. That's ugly. I'm gonna shake my head on that one. Ugly. So that was our first trade of the day. Second trade of the day. Let's see. We're back at Apple. We got in this one and we're playing calls again. We got in this one at 10 o'clock. Let's see what we were seeing. Ooh. What in the Sam Heezy? No reason to take a trade there. This is where we like to see this pull back up to VWAP, reject, get in right there, set our stop right there, and watch the trade go down like it did. We got top and tail with a little indecision right there, but came back to the VWAP. This one came inside of it and then it busted down. So we would have been getting in here on the low side, stop on the high side, playing this down, but that's not what we did. We bought a call right there. And let's see where we got out. Got out of the first one, 10.02. So the first one, we got out right there. And we paid $75. We bought 4 calls. We paid $75 for these calls. First 2 of them right there, we got out of those for $82. And then 10.06, we got out of the last 2. So let's see where 10.06 is. 10.06 is curling back down off of the VWAP. We got out of the next 2 right there for $85. So on a trade that I'm shaking my head, like, what in the heck were you doing? We made $34 on. So I guess I need to thank the trading gods, because this definitely was not a trade that should have been taken. But we made $34. Crazy. All right. Then our next trade, back at Apple. And now we're playing puts. And we bought 4 puts. We got in at 10.14. So we're getting in right there, or somewhere in this candle. I won't say right there. I'll say somewhere in this candle, which is still not a good candle. Because one, we want to see this pullback and then break the low of the previous candle. So here would have been a decent entry, putting the stop there. And if you want, you can give it room up to there on 1. But we got in early right there. And we got out of the first 2 contracts at 11.31. So somewhere in that candle. Paid $39 each contract, and we sold these first two for $45. So we made $6 per contract. Then we got out the next one a minute later at 10:32. 10:32 and 36 seconds. So we probably was up in the middle of this candle somewhere. But we'll drop it right there just because. It was somewhere in that candle that we got out, but we made $43 per contract on that one. So we made $4 a contract, and we made we made $20 on this trade. $20. It's another ugly trade. That's another ugly trade that really should not have been taken. And then our last Apple play was at 10:38. 10:38. So right there. Plan puts, again, definitely not a good entry. We set a higher low right there. It's a higher low. Top and tail, or I'm sorry, bottoming tail. Bottoming tail right there. Nah, not a good trade. Not a good trade. And we only bought one put. Stop should be here, or stop should be up at the VWAP if you're going to give it a little extra room. Let's see where we got out of this one at. We got out of this trade at 11.19. 11.19. Bammo. We got out right here. Almost like we had the stop set at the top of this top and tail. But that was not the case, because this was a trade that I pretty much just set it and forget it. I put the stop at $25, and I put the target down here somewhere, and this thing came all the way back up. I wasn't even at my desk at this point. I had pretty much just shut everything down. This thing came and stopped us out. Should have just put the stop here at VWAP where it really should have been at, and then wherever that amount was, that's where we stopping out at. But that is not what I did. I put it in at a figure of $25, and that is exactly where it stopped us out at. And then we left and came back about 3:30. Set back down, just see what the market had did, and we pulled up the SPY. And the SPY, let's take a look at the big picture on the SPY. The SPY just kind of chopped around testing the VWAP. If we was getting in off these VWAP tests, we would have got paid today. But that's not what we did. We sat back down right around 3:30, and we saw this right here. This right there. I'm going to remove this line just so you can see why I put it there. So got in right around 3:30-ish, and we saw that this was coming up to here and pulling back. I ended up dropping this right here. Look at that. That is a perfect pullback. I always say that you want the pullback to be half of the move. Half of the move is right at support. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Entry right here. Stop right there. Watch it go. Let's see where we got in at, because I don't think we got in right at the move. We got in at 10:45. 10:45. So we're getting in on this candle. So we missed this initial entry, which should have been right there. And we actually chased this up. And when I say we chased this up, that means that I hit my order to buy on the ask. Buy on the ask. And this thing was running. And I'm just moving my entry to get in the trade, and it finally got me in up here somewhere. So we got in on that candle up there, 2 contracts, and we got out of the first contract at 351. So we got out on this candle. Paid $143 per contract. This first one we got out at 169. So we might have been getting in this one closer to the top. And the reason I say that is because this next one we got out at 11:52 and 2 seconds. So this thing came down and then went back up. So we probably got out of that one. Uh-oh. Let me come back over here. We probably got out of that one in this candle down here somewhere below where we got out of this one, because we got out of that one at 167. So $2 less per contract. So this arrow, we probably was out up here somewhere. And on this one, it was right below it. But nonetheless, we made $50 on that trade. Made $50 on that trade. And that's how we closed the day out. That is how we closed the day out. And like I said, we took a trade on Tesla in our main account. Won't be playing Tesla anymore. Will not be playing Tesla anymore. One of the problems I think was on my behalf. I bought a put way out of the money. Way out of the money. And when I bought the put, soon as I bought it, it was green. It was green. It was green, maybe $50, $40. And then that thing never did look back. It just constantly stayed green. Or I'm sorry, stayed red. I'm going to pull it. Let's see. Let me turn this to red. I'm going to just look at the numbers real quick. So this was the put that we were in. This was the put that we were in. We got in this one. We'll look at it real quick on these charts, even though they look a little funky. We got in this at 9:30 and 51 seconds. So we got in this right as the market was opening. So we would have been getting in on this. Actually, nope, let me see. I could put exactly where we was getting in. Let me remove that. I just noticed something because we are on remove drawing. We got in at 168. That's how I can know where we got in at. Bam. So we got in right there. This was based on our pre-market charts. I was looking at this to go down. So we got in right there. Let's look at that. So 168, it had a high of 210. So up there at the top, that was the high. And then it never, ever was back in the green again. We got out of this at 1049. At 1049. And we got out. Let me find 1049. We got out at 78 cents. And that was stopped out. Look at that. Dang, look at how much slippage. Yep, 78 cents. So we got out way down there. Stopped out. We had to stop and it just stopped us out. And that's how much slippage we had. We had the stop set at $100, by the way. Incredible. But let's look at the actual chart and we'll remember those times. 9:30 and 10:49. Let's look at the chart. So we'll drop an arrow on 9:30. 9:30. We'll just drop one there. And then 10:49. 10:49. It was almost all the way back up to the VWAP. Look at that. We got out almost, actually, won't even say almost even, because if we do that right there, we're below where we got in at. Look how much movement this thing went down, and it never was really back in the green again. And we lost $100. That's crazy. Actually, we lost, what did we lose? $90. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So definitely learn, stay away from all the way out of the money contracts. Usually my contracts are maybe 1 or 2 spaces from being in the money with that delta of 20 something. So hope y'all enjoyed this review, this recap. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, order me some dinner. Got a taste for some Thai food today. I think I'm gonna get some green curry. So wrap this one up and look to trade better tomorrow. Look to close the week out with better trades, because even though we're finishing green on these days that we're finishing green on, when we go back and review the trades are not the best. You hear people say A+ setups. I don't really use that term, A+ setups. I just want good entries. If I have a good entry, then the trade is just going to do what the trade does. But these entries, other than the SPY, because the SPY was an excellent entry. That one did everything it was supposed to do. Pull back to half being right on support, on a bottom and tail. That was an excellent trade. These other trades, not so much. This Tesla trade, to me, was a good trade. I got in when the stock was at $1,010. This thing went down $20+. It went down $20+, and it never got green more than $10. That is ugly. That is ugly. But I am sure, had I bought one in the money, let's see, let's go to trade. If I bought one, yeah, look at that. If I bought one in the money, you paying $600. So looking at that trade, when this thing popped back up here, that's down $500-600. There's no way I'm gonna sit and ride through that at all. No way in heck. So I will definitely stay away from Tesla. Look at the ATR on Tesla. Tesla trades $50 a day ATR. Let's take a peek real quick and see just what the ATR was last couple of days. Today, ATR was 35. Yesterday, 64. Day before that, 76. So this thing swings on average $50 a day. So that's why those contracts cost so much, because they're so volatile. And I will not be fooling with those. Nope, not my cup of tea. But if you haven't hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and click all if you do. That way you'll be notified when I make these videos, and we can see if we can work these trades out tomorrow. And I'm out of here. Peace.